Hello and welcome to another update video about LINK. We are still tracking here a potential 5-wave move to the upside that probably is complete. Okay, this move up that started in June last year and probably topped in March 24. Well, that is likely completed in a 5-wave move to the upside in an impulse. And yeah, we are currently trying to break and sustain below this lower boundary line of the trend channel. And the idea would be that we have started the wave 2. I mean, that's currently the preferred scenario. It is possible that we get one more high, absolutely. I mean, you can never really rule that out, but probabilities, I would rather suggest that this wave 2 correction has started. Doesn't mean it has to be a very deep wave 2. All I can share here with you is the standard support region for a wave 2. We will be able to specify targets along the way as soon as we have a B wave top in place, because wave 2 is an ABC structure. Once we have the B wave top in place, we can calculate a target for wave C. And what else? Yeah, and the idea is, I mean, typically a wave 2 tends to end in the neighborhood of a wave 4 of lower degree. I mentioned that in the last videos, and that would be around $12.80. So we may never go below the 38.2 fib level, okay? And that is not too far away from where we are now. I mean, they are the price ranges that we tested just like a couple of months ago. So that's not too unrealistic or too far out, okay? So just watching for that actually. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, we can see that LINK is still moving in corrective structures. From this possible wave 1 high, we had obviously this swing high that was formed on the 10th of March at around $22.90. It's possible that, yeah, that an A wave to the downside started. You know, we broke briefly below this lower boundary line of the trend channel, but we're back above it. And therefore, you know, there is no clear break. And also there was no sustained break of the 50% Fibonacci level here at $16.78. That makes me keep the door open for one more high, because it was not a very clear break. Okay, market was not very clear about it. However, I can tell you that due to the brief break of support and the so far very choppy price action from the lows and LINK still forming lower lows, lower highs, I'm leaning to the idea that we are in the wave 2. Not a very strong leaning, but that's sort of my preferred scenario. Then we have an A wave down. Okay, this could now be a B wave. So I'm still watching for short-term higher prices anyway. And that would be here within the B wave rally. After the A wave bottomed, it seems likely that a B wave rally started. And in the B wave, we have a 3-wave structure, which is again an ABC structure. So it's possible the A wave topped. This was a 3-wave move down in B, and exactly that is keeping the door open for higher, because we formed a higher low in 3 waves down. So A, B, and ideally we're now forming a C wave, which to be honest could reach the $20 level. That's the golden ratio level of this resistance area. The resistance area is measured based on the length of the move to the downside between the 10th of March and the 20th of March. So it's a standard resistance area, and the 61.8 retracement is a very, very common, let's say target for a B wave overall, right? But within the B wave, we have the C wave, and we can also measure the length of it and compare the length of the C wave with the length of the A wave, which already formed. That gives us an additional target because they typically have the same length, and that's the so-called 100% extension level. And it points towards $20. So there's good Fibonacci confluence there. But yeah, I'm currently thinking the C wave might have started. That will be my assumption here on the micro level, as long as the $17.40 swing low is holding. And then I'm watching for higher prices in wave C of B. Then in this area, the B wave could top and the C wave to the downside could start to complete wave 2. Once we have this B wave in place, I can also give you a target for the wave C to the downside. That's what I'm tracking at the moment on this chart. For me, it's the most probable scenario that wave 1 topped and the wave 2 could send us down into this support area between $12.80 and $6.90. I think $6.90 is quite far off, but you never know. I mean, this initial ABC structure, yeah, might complete the wave 2, but it also might just be the larger A wave of an even larger ABC structure, okay? And it's always something we have to consider if the pullback is just shallow. Then again, pullbacks are shallow in bullish markets. So anyway, as soon as we have this ABC structure completed, I'm going to watch for a rally in a 3rd wave. I'll keep you updated about this chart. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.